Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. Today is February 24th, 2020, and I'm Lysander Xanthus.
And I am the magical voice in the background known as the Kitchen Witch.
All right, so today we are going to be sharing with you the daily astrology, numerology, and other information you can bring into your spiritual practice today. I like to start the day with a grounding exercise, so we're going to do this together now. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, imagine yourself inside of a large bubble. This is your aura. Imagine gently attached at the bottom of the bubble a pipe that leads deep into the earth. For the sake of simplicity, your bubble is filled with a dark colored energy. We are going to be draining this energy out of our auras. So imagine or intend this energy draining through the pipe and into the earth. We release all energy that does not belong to us. We release all energy that is harmful and negative, that is not serving our goals, and that is not serving our highest good. We release all old emotions, habits, blocks, patterns, relationships, and situations that we are now ready to let go of. We release these things from every layer of our aura, every chakra, and every part of our being. We release. As you see the last of this energy exit the bottom of your aura, imagine the drain disappearing and know that your aura is sealed and complete. The pipe falls away from you and dissipates into the earth. Take a deep breath. We have grounded. I'm now going to be using this singing bowl to stimulate and awaken our energy before going into the day's astrology. So we're open to all the information this morning. All right, now it's time for our astrology of the day. And coffee of the day. So we begin with the sun in Pisces. So what is being emphasized at this time are qualities of intuition, imagination, and what is happening in us on a much deeper emotional level. It's not surface feelings, but the things kind of rippling deep in our subconscious and inner selves. The sun also places emphasis on the other planets in Pisces at this time, which includes the moon, Mercury, and Neptune, but we'll get to each of those in turn. The moon is also in Pisces, so our inner selves are kind of geared in the same direction. What is normally deep within us and subconscious is we are more aware of it. We may be feeling a need for emotional nurturing, for genuine connections with others. We may also be having very emotional or intuitive dreams at this time. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are in Capricorn. Mars in Capricorn is giving us the drive and encouragement to solve the problems in our lives, face things head on, and to release the things that are no longer serving us. Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto help us to continue the shedding throughout this year. Mercury is in retrograde in Pisces, so this is a period of review of all the areas of our life, relationships, career, home, health, etc., for hopes and expectations that have not been fulfilled. Sometimes our regrets or the things that didn't happen that we hold on to can also be things that hold us back. So this is a time to review and release those things. And Neptune is also in Pisces, so we are very connected to our intuition and emotions. And again, these are all being highlighted by the sun as well. So all this deep stuff is being dredged up to consciousness to be healed. Venus is in Aries. So in our relationships, especially romantic relationships, we are feeling impulsive and passionate, whether it's amorously or argumentatively. So now is a great time to say what it is you have to say to those around you. Uranus in Taurus encourages us to ask ourselves if we want to keep living the way that we have been, and this is a period of making radical changes in our lives.
Oh yeah, time for the aspects.
Indeed, she's right.
So do it.
All right, so the moon is sextile with Jupiter and Pluto. So while our inner selves are keyed into our deeper feelings, we have an opportunity for personal transformation if we allow ourselves to become aware and to really feel those things and release them. The sun is sextile with Mars. So again, it's highlighting that this is a great time to speak one's feelings to those around you. It may come out argumentatively, but sometimes it will ultimately for the best if it does result in an argument. The moon is in conjunct with Neptune. So just emphasizing even more so our connection to our inner fantasy, feelings, intuitions at this time. So that's the astrology of the day.
Wow. Sounds like we're still dealing with a little bit of emotional drama llama up in here.
Yes, it is an interesting time for dream magic, creative projects, and getting into one's feelings.
Fantastic.
All right, now it's time for the numerology of the day. So today is a 6th day. It's the 24th, so 2 plus 6 equals, or 2 plus 4 equals 6. Sorry, morning brain. Today is a chance for you to take a personal inventory. Look at your home, your work, your appearance, your relationships, all the various aspects of your life. How can all of these things be more cheerful or bring you greater joy and fulfillment? It is a day of making positive changes. If you see something in your life that isn't all it can be, now is your chance to create something greater for yourself because you're worth it. The numerology and such are written by Eliza.
Oh, shucks.
So now it is time for our crystal of the day. And today's crystal is ruby. So this is a raw specimen of ruby crystal. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the qualities of ruby. Ruby encourages passion and a zest for life. It improves motivation and setting of realistic goals. It balances the heart and instills confidence. It encourages joy, spontaneity, laughter, and courage. It promotes positive dreams and stimulates the pineal gland. It aids in retaining wealth and passion. It encourages the removal of negative energies from your path. It overcomes exhaustion and lethargy and imparts potency and vigor, and it calms hyperactivity. So I'm going to channel the energy of this crystal to you so you can experience its energy for yourself and decide if this is a crystal you would like to have in your life. If you allow this crystal's energy to pass through you, you may experience a little healing as it makes its way. All right, and that is the energy of Ruby. So now is our affirmation. This affirmation is written by Eliza as well. I'm going to read it to you the first time. I feel it's important to be able to take in the words without being distracted by saying them, although we will also say it together a few times. I create the reality I deserve to live in. I am open to change for my highest good. I have peace and perfection in my life. Now let's say it together 3 times. I create the reality I deserve to live in. I am open to change for my highest good. I have peace and perfection in my life. I create the reality I deserve to live in. I am open to change for my highest good. I have peace and perfection in my life. I create the reality I deserve to live in. I am open to change for my highest good. I have peace and perfection in my life. Take those words in. I invite you to carry this affirmation with you today, if you would like. That concludes our affirmation. All right. So now it is time for our magic tip of the day. And this one is pretty simple. I encourage you to explore divination. Tarot is a useful tool for self-reflection, even if you don't use it for psychic reading per se. There's a lot of deep, old symbolism from various aspects, no matter what deck or style you're using. And this is a good way to assess the various areas of your life or what's happening within you. So even if you have never used it before, it is a very useful tool, and there are so many ways you can use it, not just for psychically reading a situation. It's an excellent self-reflection tool, so I encourage you to explore it as a tool for such. That's the tip for today.
It's a great tip. It is very, very helpful to have tools like that at your fingertips, you know?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which,
speaking of tools like that,
it's time for our card reading of the day. So I will be doing a reading for all of you collectively to give you advice and guidance about the day ahead. And you may find you resonate with the entirety of the message or just parts of it. For some of you, the entirety of the message is meant, and for some of you, parts of it are being highlighted. So I'm going to choose the deck I'm using today in a moment. doing this one today.
Mm-hmm.
So today's reading comes to you from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Let's see what the cards have to say to us today. All right, this message.
All right. After we take care of the card reading, Diane, I'll be happy to share that question with Lysander, because I think everyone would like to hear about that.
Okay.
But let's not derail from our card reading here.
All right, so the first card is Deception and Envy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to like get you back into the middle. Sorry, gotta play with my cameras again. It's also not part of.
So because this is an oracle deck, I like to read from its booklet as well as offering my own interpretation. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything they need to know? Whether it's in business, relationships, or any other kind of situation, make sure you are gathering all the necessary information so you are aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. You've worked hard to get to where you are in all aspects of your life. Don't let others take from you what is rightfully yours. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisioned. Some of the other things today have been talking a lot about reviewing aspects of your life and kind of looking over things, and I feel like this is an extension of that. Even though it comes in the form of a warning, it is still encouraging you to observe the various areas and relationships in your life to be sure that things are what you've assumed them to be and what they seem to be. So that is that card.
Mm-hmm.
This is Spiritual Strength. This card is coming forth to give you encouragement and remind you that you have the inner strength to complete whatever you've been working on. This card represents courage, discipline, stability, and persistence. You may be tired or weary from the struggle, but now is not the time to give in. Instead, tap into all of your inner reserves for that one final push to achieve the desired outcome. So, it's just saying that you have what it takes to get through this time, and to be sure you're really relying on all that you have within you. Sometimes we overlook ourselves as a resource.
Absolutely. Always remember, the most trustworthy person in your life is you.
Indeed. So that is the card reading for today. I hope it has offered you some useful points of reflection. For anyone who would like to go further into what came up for them today during this reading, you can book a private reading at lysanderclairvoyant.com.
So, Diane was asking about our question of the day from the other day. Or not question of the day, the magic tip of the day from the other day. We were talking about the clove-infused black candles, the black cat candles. And
this is my nub right here, actually.
And so she went out and she bought one, and she would like a reminder on the best way to utilize that candle. If you would just give us a quick reminder.
It smells so good.
Also, a big happy birthday to Bella Grace. Thanks for joining us this morning, dear. I'm so glad you enjoyed the affirmation.
Yes. Bon anniversaire. Happy birthday.
So yes, tell us a little bit about this candle again. briefly what it is and how to use it to attract things into your life.
All right, so this candle is from the company Crystal Journey Candles. Is that the brand name? I think so.
Yes, it's Crystal Journey Candle.
So Crystal Journey Candles, they are, I'm actually not sure if the Black Cat candle is, but all their other candles are Reiki infused. But let's talk about specifically Black Cat candle. It has like a little orange label with a black cat on it. There are other candles sold by other people referred to as Black Cat, but I use this one. It is solid black all the way through, as you can see, not just the outside. And the entire candle is infused with clove oil. Now, everyone has their own way they like to use this. This is how I've used it. So first, healing. There's a time when I would just light it and meditate in front of it. And because the fire, the flame of the candle is consuming the wax, which is full of clove oil, the flame is infused with all the properties of clove as well. So I was taking in that light, and clove has properties of prosperity, healing, exorcism, protection, mostly. So I would use the light to heal myself and to help cast away darkness or anything I was trying to resolve within myself. So that's for healing. I also like to use it for releasing things. So I would write down all the things I wanted to release for myself and my life on a slip of paper. And I would light this candle specifically and light the paper using the flame from this candle. Not just because it's full of the clove oil, which has the properties I described, but because it is black. Black's the color I associate to dissolving things, to breaking them down and releasing them. You can use it for protection. I have not used it in this manner because I do so much healing and releasing work on myself. And you can use it for prosperity work. And I guess it would just depend on your associations to the color black. I really like the color black. But typically that's how I've used it, and I've seen great results for release and especially for healing meditation. When I first got in, lit it for the first time, I had a headache, and the headache like went away. So that was interesting. I do enjoy this company's other candles. This one's Manifest a Miracle, so I use the pink candle for manifestation, usually. So yes, that's how I use the Black Cat.
Thank you.
Also, it smells amazing the longer it burns.
Yes, it
fills the room with clove.
It's pretty delightful. So there you go. I hope that was helpful. And to any of you that missed that magic tip from the other day, now you know, Black Cat candles. Great for bringing things into your life.
Yes. All their candles smell awesome.
They do. They really do. And that's Crystal Journey, everybody. I actually think I might still have the candle image here somewhere.
Oh yeah, it's actually on.
There it is.
That's candle. What it looks like when it's not burnt down all the way. They're usually about $10 each, give or take.
Give or take. If you find them online, sometimes they can be more expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Worth it.
Worth it. All right. As always, the Morning Metaphysical Report is made possible by viewers like you. Arigato gozaimasu.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. So on screen are the names of our lovely patrons, our members on Patreon who are supporting MMR and its growth. We thank you so much for your monthly subscription. Also on screen are our social media links. These are all the different places you can find MMR content, and there is a slight variety of what you can find on each site. So if you're only following one, you're not getting it all. You're not.
True story.
All right. If you would like to learn more about MMR and how it is we would like to grow this program and how you can support it, please visit our webpage at patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report. We would love to have you join us.
Alrighty then. Let's wrap this up so everybody can get going on their day.
All right. So now it is time to cast our psychic shield. So if you follow along, we will do that together right now. Imagine or intend drawing a gold equal armed cross in front of you, and then see a white rose bloom in the center. Draw the gold energy up. You can visualize this as a briar vine up above you, and draw a cross and bloom a rose above you. Draw that energy behind you, draw a cross, bloom a rose, and then draw beneath you. Then connect your crosses in a vertical ring. Bring your hand to the side, carrying that gold energy over. Draw a cross, bloom a rose, then connect to the cross behind you, and then to the other side. Draw a cross, bloom a rose, and connect the crosses in a horizontal ring. Stopping off at the side again, draw a vertical ring connecting the crosses the other direction. So you should be encased in 3 rings. I like to extend energy that's the same color as the crosses, gold, throughout, so that I am in a complete sphere of gold. So I encourage you to do this as well. Imagine or intend that. So pretty simple. You have just cast a psychic shield. This is an important daily practice, and I hope that it serves you well today. Finally, I'd like to set an intention for our day. We are the creators of our reality. So I invite you to set an intention for yourself, or to accept my intention for you. Today brings us peace and openness to releasing what is no longer serving us, and an openness to prosperity and for all the good things that are coming into our lives. Today brings us good company and good moments. Today brings us an awareness of what it is we need to make our lives that much better. We are grateful. Thank you, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you all so much for joining us today. It's a delight, as always, to hear from you all.
Thank you for watching and being here this morning, and we will see you all again soon. Be
See
blessed.
you tomorrow, guys. Bye.